Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Oktavina Harahap. I'm the third presenter, and here I would like to continue my friend's explanation. It's about test technique, and here we have some techniques using for test, and I would like to explain it one by one. So the first technique we have here is question and answer. Question and answer is a simple question and very often used by the teacher. It is usually to make the test for reading and writing. This is the test, the example of the question and answer test. And the second here we have true or false. True or false is a statement given by the teacher to the student, and it is marked whether it is true or false. And in this case, usually a teacher also make the question of it, and will be answered by yes or no question. So guys, this is the example of true or false test technique. And guys, the next is multiple choice. Multiple choice is a question consists of a number of options, usually 4, but it could be 3 or more, and the student have to choose the right one. This is the example of the multiple choice. Here we have gap filling and completion. In this test, the student is given a complete sentence by filling a gap or adding something. A gap may or may not be signaled by a blank or dot. The word to be inserted may or may not be hinted or given to them. For example, like this. This is the example of gap filling. Gap filling here, they have to add something here, and it can choose from this one, or this one also can called as gap filling and completion test technique. They have to choose whether this is or this is. Next, we have dictation. Dictation is the simple way the teacher used to dictate a passage or a set of a word, and the student have to write it down, and it is usually to test the student's ability in listening and writing. And the next we have clause. Clause is the word are omitted from a passage at regular intervals. For example, every 3 words, and it's usually the first or 2-3 lines are given with no gaps. This is the one of example of the clause here. And the next we have rearranging, and in the rearranging usually it is a sentence with a random way, and the student have to make it in a good sentences. For example, like this. In this one, the student have to rearranging it whether it is good sentences or not. The next is we have transformation. Transformation is a sentence is given, and the student has to change it according to the instruction given by the teachers. For example, like this. Here, the teacher give the instruction, and the student have to do it. Furthermore, we have writing in the test technique. Rewriting. In rewriting, a sentence is given and the student rewrites it, and they try to incorporate it, like change expression or word, and they have to know what is the basic meaning of it. Next, we have translation. In translation, the student have to translate the sentences given by the teacher to a target language they have learned about, and the teacher usually do it to know whether the student understand about the language that they have already learned about. And the last, we have essay and monologue. In both of them, the teacher will give a topic and the student will done it. For essay, will done it by through writing, and for monologue, it will be done through speaking. It is in a specific line, the teacher saying. I think enough for my speaking, for my explaining about test technique. I'm so sorry if I have mistakes, and thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy and you get ideas from what we're talking about. And see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.